Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about parts of speech. In order to understand English grammar, we need to understand what parts of speech are. And even before that, we need to understand how we express ourselves using a language. It is not only English, but in any language, or I would say in most of the languages, we express our ideas or our thoughts in the form of sentences. Every time you express your thought completely, it is called a sentence. And that sentence is a group of words which are used in a proper order. When I said order, what I mean to say is all the words in English language fall under 8 parts of speech. So whatever word you take from the dictionary, it either falls under one of the 8 parts of speech. Understanding these parts of speech will give you more knowledge on how to frame grammatically correct sentences. Now, what are the 8 parts of speech? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Some of these 8 parts of speech can act like more than one or more parts of speech. For example, in this case, the word whistle can be used both as a noun and also can be used as a verb. For example, if I say that I bought a whistle, I bought a whistle. In this case, whistle becomes a noun. However, if I use this sentence, I whistle and the dog comes running, in this case, whistle is a verb. So depending on the position of a word, it can either become a noun or it could become a verb or it could become anything else. So understanding parts of speech can help you make correct grammatical sentences. So let us proceed ahead to find what each parts of speech is. First one is noun. A noun is the name that you give to either a person, place, thing, or idea. For example, my name is Anusha, so that is a name given to me and it is a noun. Similarly, if I am just talking about someone anonymous, I can say I met a girl. So here girl is a noun because it is the name given. Marriott Hotel. This is the name given to a place, to a hotel. House, chair. These are all examples of things. And happiness is an idea. So when you name one of your ideas, that also becomes a noun. Generally, nouns are often used. Generally, nouns are used with an article. Articles are a, an, the. In this, a and an are called indefinite articles because we use a or an to speak about a noun that is not unique. And when we are talking about one out of many. However, the definite article the is used to speak about a noun that is either unique or is known. At the moment, it could be a little confusing, but as we proceed further, you will get a clear idea. Also, in the last lesson, we have discussed about proper nouns. Nouns can be basically divided into two types, common and proper. Common nouns are usually written in small letters, whereas proper nouns always start with a capital letter, irrespective of its position in a sentence. Proper noun is always written using first letter capital. In this example sentence, there are total 3 nouns. The young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my. In here, the words girl, letter and teacher are nouns. A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. For example, when we talk about something for the first time, we speak by taking the noun, either the common noun or the proper noun that is given to it. From the next time when we speak, we use a pronoun. For instance, my first sentence can be something like this. The girl bought me a very long letter from the teacher. And if you can observe here, the second time I am referring to that girl, instead of using the word girl, I am using the pronoun. So first time when we talk about person, we use either common noun or proper noun. And from second time on, when we are talking about the same person, we tend to use pronoun. Pronoun is nothing but a word that we use in the place of a noun. So here I have written, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher and then she quickly disappeared. So here I have used the word she. So this word is called a pronoun, whereas girl is called noun. Next, verb. A verb expresses action or being. Any action that you take is a verb. We sometimes may have more than one verb in a sentence. There would be one main verb and there could be a helping verb or an auxiliary verb or a modal verb. We will get into more details about verb in the future lessons. In here, if you can observe, the sentence says, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher. So the word brought is describing the action that was done. So this word that describes the action is what we call verb. Similarly, even in here, it says, and then she quickly disappeared. So she disappeared. So even this is describing an action. So this is also called a verb. Next is adjective. An adjective is a word that modifies or describes a noun or pronoun. In general English usage, we see that we use adjectives to describe a noun or pronoun rather than using it as a modifier. We mostly tend to use it as a describing word. For instance, all these words here like beautiful, new, black, intelligent, handsome. These words are describing words, and these words describe a noun. For instance, I could make a sentence like this: Anna is looking beautiful. So the word beautiful is describing the person Anna. So this is a describing word. She has got a new dress. So the word dress is a noun, and I am describing that dress. I'm saying it is a new dress. Similarly, all the colors are also adjectives, and words like intelligent, handsome, smart, and so on are also called adjectives. When we have questions that start with which one, what kind, or how many, in these cases, the answers that we give are usually in the form of adjectives. For example, answer to the question that starts with how many would be a number. So the answer to the questions that start with the words how many is in general a number, and numbers are also considered as adjectives. Apart from numbers, even articles like a, an, and the are usually classified as adjectives. In this example that is written here, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher and then she quickly disappeared. The young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my! So in here, the words young is describing the noun girl, and the word a very long. So here the word long is describing the word letter. So the words young and long are called adjectives. An adverb is a word that describes or modifies a verb. In some cases, an adjective or another verb or another adverb. Example of adverb could be explicitly, well, beautifully, exceptionally, and so on and so forth. Especially, adverbs are given as answers to the questions that start with when, where, how, why, and so on. Apart from that, whenever you want to express to what degree or to what extent something has happened, those answers would be in the form of adverb. And in general, we can identify adverbs that end with ly. So ly is commonly used at the end of an adverb. In this particular sentence, there are three adverbs. The young girl bought me a very long letter. So in this case, the word very is describing the adjective. As mentioned here, an adverb modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So here it is describing adjective from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. So quickly is a word that is describing disappearance, or that is modifying the word disappearance. So quickly is modifying disappearance. So this word is also an adverb. Apart from that, the word then is also an adverb. A preposition is a word that is placed either before a noun or a pronoun to form a phrase modifying another word in the sentence. A preposition is always part of a prepositional phrase, and this phrase functions as an adjective or as an adverb. We will discuss more about prepositional phrases when we move to the next lessons. In the example that we have here, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. So here, the words from the teacher is a prepositional phrase. However, the word from is a preposition, whereas from the teacher is a prepositional phrase. We will get to learn more details about preposition, as I have mentioned, when we advance to the next lessons. Conjunction. The job of a conjunction is to join words, phrases, or clauses. Most of us generally know what a conjunction is. The most famous conjunctions are and, but, or, because. These words are generally used either to connect two words or two phrases, or more than two words or two phrases, or even clauses. In the example sentence that we have, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my. In this sentence, the word and is a conjunction because it is joining a sentence with the next one. If you can observe here, I could have given a full stop even after the word teacher, and it would still make sense. But we have used the word and here to express a complete meaning, and then she quickly disappeared. So here we have spoken about two steps. So this is how we can use conjunction to join two phrases or clauses. Last is interjection. In IELTS, we will not really use much of interjections since we get very less opportunities to use this. An interjection is a word that is used to express our emotion, like wow. And in general, when we give an expression, especially when I say expression, I am specifically talking about surprising elements. When you get to hear something that you did not expect, we get surprised. And such reactions are, in general, expressed using exclamatory marks. In this sentence, oh my, apostrophe. So here there is a surprise in the person who is speaking. The young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my. So in this sentence, the person is expressing some kind of surprise. And to mention that, we use this exclamation mark. That's all for this video. In the next video, we are going to progress more into sentence formation, which is going to be a very useful lesson for your success in IELTS. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.